when we speak about secret societies, right? And and when I speak about the secret societies, I'm gonna keep repeating this. There's there's the laws of polarity. For everything good, there's something bad, right? So as I speak on the Masons, the Eastern Stars, right? I speak on these people because these are the ones that I have had encounters with, right? And so the version of them that I've encountered are the demonic ones. And so I do understand that there are other ones who actually work for the greater good of humanity. Now, in my personal opinion, I don't believe in joining groups. I just don't. I I like my sovereignty, and I work for the most high God, creator of all things, and that's the only um that's the only affiliation I'll have. That's just for me. That's just who I am. I um I bow down to the most high God. That's it. So moving right along. In order for these, so this is what they do, especially to chosen beings. So this would be for chosen ones, right? For chosen beings, these people go ahead and they, do the gang stalking online and in person. They'll create false marriage certificates. Sometimes, most of the times, we're left in wills and in trust funds, right? And so they'll want to make sure that we don't see that. So that's why they have these organizations where they have, people in place: the judges, the cops, the law officials, the medical providers that will create the false medical records. There's so much more, but I'm just gonna, nip it, right? So because this is spiritual, because what they want is your energy, what they want is your essence, what they want is to consume you, for you to be their sacrifice. And for chosen beings, this is not possible. It's just not, which is why I get caught. I As I'm going through this, I used to be talking with God, and I'll be like, God, what happens to these people that don't have the protection that I have? What's up with them, right? And so this is why it's important that we heal, because for people who are not spiritually awoken, who don't know where they stand, right, when it comes to spirituality, because we all have spiritual gifts, we all have ancestral bloodlines, we all have ancestral protection, but we have to activate it, right? Now, the thing for me is that I went ahead, and as this was happening, I had also uh, made the decision to heal. I had made changes in my life where I was in the path of healing. And so, because the karmic family that I wasn't even born into these people. But moving on, the karmic family that I was with, right? They were part of these people. They had been targeting me since I was a child. So for me, it's a little deeper, but it's applicable to all, because it's the same process. Some of us have um, light that doesn't like that just keeps getting replenished by the Most High God, right? Which is, I don't look like none of the things that I've gone through, right? And the more I heal, the more I rejuvenate myself, the more I even look younger than my age, right? I look like a little girl. I just do. And then I act like this. I'm always like, walking down the yellow brick road, right? I'm gonna stay focused. The point being is that it's important that we all become aware of this. The reason being that these are techniques that these people use that are based on our wounds. It's psychological first. They have to create a cord in order to send a spiritual warfare, in order to send entities towards us, in order to send spiritual attacks. And if we have wounds, those spiritual attacks usually work. Or if we're not aware that it's happening, those spiritual attacks usually work. Which is why it's important that we do the healing work as a collective in humanity, like collectively as humanity, right? It's also important that the chosen ones become aware of it so that we can, start doing what God told us to do. Because some of us were sent here with a purpose. We all have a purpose. But some of us were like our purpose are specific to each individual, and some of us were made for exactly that, to be targeted by these people. Like we signed up for this. Yeah. Which is also why it's important that we heal, because once we start healing, we'll realize that, we signed up for this. We signed up to be born into these karmic families. We signed up to be exposed to certain things such as abuse, neglect, abandonment. We signed up to be targeted by these secret societies with the purpose of bringing them to the Most High God. Because what's happening is that these people don't believe in the Most High God, right? And then they encounter a chosen one because they've done it so many times with other people when it worked. And so then they encounter a chosen one. And now it doesn't work. So what happens is that, for example, with me, these people have been doing this to me since I was a child, like a baby. Like they were fitting me graveyard dirt in my bottle. Yeah. And so now, once I've awoken and I heal and I heal and I heal, and certain things that do affect me is for me to be able to heal, right? They're racking up karma. And so our goal for those of us who have to face these secret society is to call down judgment and righteous justice and judgment swiftly. So imagine the karma that they're going to get, right? For all that they've done. And so the other part about that is that they're able to now believe in God. Because before they didn't believe in God. So now they're like, oh my God, this person is truly chosen. Yes, my G. Yes. Right? And so even with them, right, not believing in the Most High God, not believing in the Creator of all things, with us being here, we're able to teach you how to gain your soul back. If you're able to get that back, you got to forgive it all. Because the reason why these people in these secret societies get to the point of doing the things that they're doing is because they have resentments, they have wounds, they don't forgive, they have pain. The devil got them when they were younger, and so they became the way they were. And probably their mama did it, their daddy did it. It was something that was, something that they all did, and blah 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 blah, and this is how they were raised. But now that you know better, now that you see the reality of it, you can go ahead and choose to do something different. Because now now you could see it. And even some of the people, like for example with me, one of the people that are in these in this secret society, this man is divine. Like he was divine, like divine. So this is why I say that we could be divine and become karmic, and we could be karmic and become divine, right? Because we are here on earth, we are able to we get exposed to so much that if we don't awaken to who we are, if we don't do the healing, we don't ever know who we are. And so I've encountered people who are out here serving Hashatan, and they are kings, queens, like really close with the Most High God. And sometimes God sends us as like, hey, remember who like your creator is? Remember me? Your God, the creator? We used to be buddy buddies before, you remember? So we must heal.